In this video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to install the headliner material on your fiberglass headliner. And the first thing you want to do is take your sail panels and put it on the material somewhere in the middle of the T-top area, because you're not going to need this material, so don't need to waste it. So you're going to go and measure it out, and then you're going to make a cut for your sail panels on both sides. So there's enough to do one on that side and one on the other side. And then you're going to have what you see left here. And what I did was I went around with a marker, and what you want to do is kind of lift it up and see how far it's going to go. I marked it way farther than I need, just to be on the safe side, especially in these areas here and here. You want to make sure you have a lot more material in these two spots, because this is where people always fail, in these two spots here and here. So remember to keep this longer, because you're going to have to fold this one up, and it's not going to want to fold because it's not going to want to stretch in this area, and that's when you're going to have to make little cuts here, 2 or 3 of them, sometimes 4, and those cuts are going to allow it to stretch into this tight curved area. And remember, when we do those cuts, you don't want to go too far in. The farther you go in, the more you're going to see the cut going from this side, so keep that in mind. So yeah, I just pretty much traced out everywhere where I think it's gonna be at, and I'm trying to show you guys the easiest way to do this, and this is the easiest way I've found over the years of doing these. So what I'm gonna do now is take this headliner off, and I have a little horse over here. I'm gonna lay it right here. Okay, so what I'm gonna be doing is I'm gonna be spraying the headliner. There's a 3M general trim adhesive, or you can get some heads up car sealing sagging headliner adhesive as well from Heads Up. So either brand works. 3M probably works a little better. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to spray down this whole thing, just the surface, okay, the whole thing, and I'm going to let it tack for a few minutes depending on the temperature. I got the heater in here, so it's fairly warm. Next, I'm going to spray this side in between my lines. I want to spray in between the lines. You don't want to go all the way to the edge. Maybe somewhere, stop around, somewhere around here, right on. You don't need to go past it. You can even, if you want to, you can even cut this off, the extra, but I'm going to leave mine just for the time being. And yeah, you're going to spray this side, you're going to spray that side, and what you're going to do is you're going to take this thing and you're going to flip it, and you're going to set it right on top. It's good to use 2 people, but I'm here by myself, so I'm just going to do this by myself. But you're going to see me flip it on here, and once you touch that headliner to this material, that's it. You get one shot, so make sure it's lined up in between the lines, guys, and that's why I marked it all the way around, so we know exactly where it needs to go in on the material once you lay it down. All you do is you're going to fold this up. You're going to spray the edge, and then you're going to fold it, and then if you have extra material, just cut it off at the end. That's what I do, because if you cut it off beforehand, you need more material. Well, you really can't get any more material, so I like to do it this way. Alright, so I'm going to get this done. And guys, all you need is a good pair of scissors for this project. I'm using some sharper image scissors. You can use fabric scissors for cutting fabric. You need a marker, and again you need the headliner adhesive as well. If you guys need help finding these, I can put it in the description below with a link where you can buy all this stuff. You gotta make sure you guys shake up these cans really well. About to begin this. It always makes me nervous doing this, because you only got one shot to do it right, or you gotta start all over. So, and you gotta go fairly fast, which, yeah, whenever you gotta do something fast, it always makes me a little bit nervous, and there's not much room for error. So you can see how this glue comes out. See that? And you only got a couple minutes before this stuff starts to dry. Make sure you get it on there real well. Everything. Make sure you get all the nooks and crannies, everything. We've got this room in here above 60 degrees. It's probably 65 in here with the heater on it, maybe only 70. So this is going to want to tap on me real fast. That's why I got to go in a hurry. Okay. And I'm going to come over here and do the same thing. I kind of know where it's got to be, so because of that line. That's just a kind of a guide. Or I should be spraying it everywhere and then wasting it. I'm making a mess. And this stuff is messy, guys. It's not exactly. That's why I want to go. Believe me, I've done this many times. And it gets you on your hands. Ugh, I don't like this stuff. It's hard to get off. And then it starts sticking. And then you can't touch your material again. Alright, that's good. I mean, that's all you really need. You can go this way and then you can go back the other way if you want. If you feel, you know. If you feel it needs it. Just remember, this is once it sticks, it sticks. There's no going back. I'll go the other direction. Okay. Let's see. And then this one I'll go this way real quick. A little bit like that. Alright, as you can see, everything's done. Alright. You want to let it sit for at least 2 minutes. Okay, because you want this to tack. This one's probably getting tacky already. Test it, just lightly touch it with your finger. Okay, this is already ready. Like I said, it's warm in here. Real warm. Okay. So I'm just going to pick it up, and this is where the gloves come in handy because this stuff's sticky. Make sure you get a good grip on it. I'm going to try to grab it from here. And then I'm going to line it up. Okay. This is the tricky part here. Once you stick it, that's it. Okay. And I'm going to reach my hand in here. There's a little bit of a gap. And I'm going to spread it on out with my hand. Same thing all the way down. Okay, and you're going to start in the middle here. Same thing. Just push it. I like doing it this way. I've done it the other way, where you sit this the other way around and put the headliner material on top that side. That works too, but I thought I'd do it this way. Show you guys a different method. Heater just kicked back on. Okay, so now this is when you want to kind of work kind of quick because stuff is drying. Okay, and over here. It's all sticking, and then you can go ahead and lift it up and make sure you know you got it all situated, no wrinkles in it. A little wrinkle there, just your hand and just smooth it out. Alright, so now we're ready to start cutting. We got to do it quick. Get your scissors okay? Because this stuff does not want to sit in there, okay? Alright. See that? It doesn't want to stretch, right? Now you don't want to cut anymore. If I keep cutting, this thing's going to get to the point where it's going to show, a line there. So what you want to do is kind of stretch it, okay? Stretch that material back, okay? Just like that. Let's see. One tiny slit there. A little bit. And since it's glued on already, you can start to pull it back in this corner at least. This is probably the toughest part of the job, is getting this corner on. Not easy. The hardest part of the job. And you can see it's already wanting to come off on me right here. So we'll just leave it like that. I'm going to have to put more glue on that area there. Matter of fact, before I even start, I'm going to get my glue out since I'm doing it. And I'm going to spray some on that border edge right here. Okay? Let that tack up for a minute. Then I know this is way too long, so let me go and cut this one. That'll help me pull it. This one. No matter how many times I do this, this corner's always pain in the butt, all the time. Okay. So, get used to it, guys. It's gonna happen if you're gonna do this yourself. And again, I get a little nervous because you're working against the clock here. You really are. Okay, I'm gonna spray this one in a little bit, so because I really want to get these corners done. Starting to dry already, so real quick. See, put them in there like that, so you can really get in here. And once you got the cut, you can kind of tear at it as you need to pull it down farther. So I'm going to grab these two things, pull a little bit more here. Oh, stubborn little guy. That's as far as I'm going to go there. You can see how much space I got there, so I can cut it just a little bit more there. And then really grab this over. No, I'm going to put a slit going right here too. Let's give you problems. There we go. Really yank that down. Use some force in there. Alright, and then smooth it out like that. So that's pretty good. That's how you want it. That one is not bad, but I would have wished it to be a little bit more over, but it's okay. Cut off my extra. And looks like the glue's drying already here. So I'll let that tap. I'm gonna get over here because this one's gonna dry on me. Okay. I already glued that side, so let's get this going. Work it in there. Work it on the sides. Slowly cut it. Don't go too crazy far into your cut yet. Drag this one and pull it back. There we go. And then we're going to do this one. Then we're going to work that from underneath like that. There we go. It wants to fight you like a rubber band. Bounce back. Just gonna let it. Okay. We'll cut this off in a minute. I'm going to work about this side. This side, I'm kind of worried on this side. Alright. You can see you cut there. Cut here. And that's it. As soon as you can get that out there, push it back. You need to put some pressure back there. Kind of like putting on a wig. Not that I ever put one on, but I am bald. Put on that wig. Yeah. Alright. Let's smooth it out with your hands, guys. And I did make it longer, like I said. I'm going to cut it. You know, now that I'm done, I'm going to cut this off. And you can say, well, I have enough material to hold it back. It's not a big deal. Just be careful when you spray it. You know, you're going to spray it inside. Remember, I sprayed this one over here? Put this one down. There's a little more there. Tap. That's pretty much it. And then you can go around and just see it. As long as it's on the cover, you can respray this one. It's okay if it dries out a little bit on this side of the material. As long as it's, so now I can relax, because now I got the main things done, which is here, here, and the back too. Okay. If you got any wrinkles, go on and work them out. You don't want a wrinkle on there a little bit. Alright, so let's get rid of these scraps. Toss it in the garbage. You know, you guys look at this before I finish it off. Well, I want to look at it to make sure that there's no wrinkles in it. Okay, so there's a wrinkle here. We're going to get it and just lightly, there we go, it's gone. That side's nice and good. A little wrinkle there, push that down. Okay. And if you got, I don't have too much glue on my hand, but if you do, rip these off. I don't think I had much glue on there. You don't want it on your material. There's a little wrinkle there. Just pat that one out. And over here. So this came out good, dude. This came out real nice. I did mine a while back. There's a little wrinkle there, so I'll just take my hand and just work it a little bit with the palm. Okay. Stretch that material out. Alright, some pressure there. And then we're done, guys. Back over here, then I'll finish off the rest. I'm gonna go and cut it. I got way too much here. So I'll go and cut the last bits, make it look pretty. Touched up. You only need an inch, inch and a half, 2 inches at the most. You don't need too much overlap. Again, good scissors. If you don't get good scissors, you'll be sitting here trying to cut. Show you what I mean. Like these scissors here, they're electrical scissors. They don't cut. These ones are okay. These are like kitchen scissors. They kind of work, but you see, you only go like a little bit at a time. These ones work okay. I think these are Fiskars. But you see how it kind of snags on it. So you want to get some good scissors, guys, or you're going to be in trouble. You really need to make a cut quick, like that. Okay. And shops, guys, charge good. I think it's about $250 to do this and up. I remember I paid $250 years ago for this to be done when I lived in San Jose, California. So it's good if you can do it yourself. Save yourself some money. But like I said, it's something that makes you kind of nervous. Even I get nervous because, you know, like I said, you only got one shot. If you mess up, you gotta rip this whole thing off and do it all over again. And that sucks once to do this twice. Alright. Let's cut off some extra here. A little bit extra there. Headliner stuff. Now we're just going to finish it off. It's okay, guys, if it's not perfect, you know, on the inside, you're not going to see it. So don't get too crazy. It's not looking super fancy inside on the inside. Alright, guys. And that's it. I mean, essentially that's it. You can either come in here and glue this down, or you could just snip it off, you know. I'll glue that down in a second though. But there you go. That's the headliner recovered with material. And again, just you want to be real careful on these edges here, because if you cut too far, you're going to see it when you put it up. You'll see a cracking, or you know, you see the line where you cut it, and you don't want that. Okay. Okay, if you got any wrinkles, go ahead and just kind of work them in your hands in high spots. Smooth it out. Glue still a little tacky. Okay. And then you might want to get this plastic off. Probably got glue on it. Yeah, came out good. Real nice. Very professional looking. And then last thing you need to do is just make an X on your seatbelt holes right here. And then fold them back. You can glue them from the other side back. Don't worry about little edges here if there are imperfections in them, because they're going to be covered up. All that's going to be covered up, the edges on these things. What's not going to be covered up, is, again, is the inside. So you want to make sure this inside is real nice all the way around on both sides. If you're using seat belts in the front, you need to cut out the fiberglass hole. The customer told me he's not using the, did I say seat belts? Sorry, sun visors. He's not using the sun visors, so I didn't even bother to cut them, the hole where the sun visor goes, so he's just going to use screws. The screw holes are already there, pre-drilled. I'll show you what I'm talking about right now. Right here, 3 holes where I drilled for the screws. So all you got to do is go and poke, through the material and put your screws in. You probably just use the screw and just poke it right through. It'll go right through the material right there. And that's what will hold up the front, is those 3 screws. That's it. I don't know what else to say. Not much more else to say about this. Again, I'm just going to go over here and touch up the little spots on this. And then just let it tack before you push down on it. So it's not bad. Again, not bad. See? Material's going all the way around. You at least want a ½ inch of material going around this edge, because you don't want to see it, from the top view when you have the T-tops off. This one was a bit close, but we're still good. We're still got, a quarter of an inch there. We'll get on that. You won't see that. Okay. Just push down and just spray. It should stick. It's fine. Okay. And then this is ready to go out to its customer. And try not to touch it too much, because if you push too hard, you might leave little ripples in it. But just let it sit overnight, I'm going to let it sit overnight right here. Just let it dry out. Alright guys, this is Jacob, NightRiderShop.com. And there's the headliner all finished up with the material. Seatbelt holes cut out. If you got the newer style seatbelts that have retractable laps, all you have to do is take a razor blade and cut through the line that I made here, and then take a little cutting tool and cut off the last inch here. And there's the line there. And then that will allow you to slide in the seatbelt. And then you have your plastic clip that covers that seam. And that's pretty much it. The holes are pre-drilled. 3 of them. You're going to use screws. All you do is find the hole and put your screw in from the top. And you can screw them in there. If you're going to use visors, you're going to have to cut out the little circle hole here, which I didn't, because this customer doesn't want to use visors. So I didn't even do that for him. He didn't want it done. But yeah, that's about it. What I like to do is I like to put a screw here, you could put one back here if you want, and one in the middle, because these things are fiberglass. They're a little bit heavy. I used to make them lighter, but now I'm starting to make them a couple layers thick. It's about 4 ounces thick compared to, I think I was using about 2.5 ounces. So a little bit thicker than what I used to make them. because I didn't want them to be too brittle when they ship and then get cracked or anything. But they really don't need to be thick because they just sit up there on the headliner. And if you make them too thick, then they get too heavy and they want to drop. Alright guys, take care. This is Jacob at Night Rider Shop.